Stream has started.
Okay.
So first thing we do is we check Twitch. Twitch has made the connection. Now we check YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube has made the connection.
Hi, YouTube.
Woo!
Are you ready for Facebook to make the connection?
Yes.
Okay. There's a, let's see.
Stephanie, can you
Okay,
share it to my
flip the switch
profile
that
so I'm
says
not, like,
on the
being
air.
awkward?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Sorry, flip that on the air switch. Got it. Okay. Stephanie, thank you for the
Okay, now put the clapper in front of your face. When you hit the clapper, you're on the air.
Cámara, por favor.
Hello, we are so excited to be here today. It's Latinas in Business. It's a Tuesday. It was everybody's first day of school today.
Yes.
And my name is Talia. I am a mom and I'm also the podcast host for Latinas in Business. Today we have a super special guest, and Stephanie is going to have the floor to introduce herself, my favorite co-host.
Hi, everybody. My name is Stephanie, and I am the proud owner of Wonderland Soothing Creations.
All right, so we have a special guest. He's going to be talking with us about a term a lot of people use both academically and other places, and it's called intersectionality. It's how different communities, different layers of industry come together to create one culture, right, that we're all supporting, of which I feel like I'm part of. So like me, y'all, you can find me on Facebook. But before we go into that, let me not be rude and let my guest introduce himself. Go ahead, you have the floor.
Yo, you know who I be, T-H-E-O-N-E. You know what it's like, bang all day, money all night. And finally, the one has arrived to Latinas in Business. You know it.
That was energetic. I appreciate that, sir. Also noting the enthusiasm.
I love
For sure.
Super excited again to talk about intersectionality and all the different ways that the industries that we all support come together to make one culture. So we are going to jump right into the questions because, as you know, before we were here, we ran through what is our show, and now I'm mature, and I have sessions, and I have timing, so we're getting into it. Number one question, what is the name of your business/artistry?
Well, the name of my business is Bad Man Entertainment, and it is an acronym. It stands for Bang All Day, Money All Night. How I came up with that name, I was having a powwow session with a good friend of mine named Bobby Chappelle. And I wanted to change who I was because I understood how your name, how your business name is a reflection of you. I used to call myself Khan.
Okay.
And yeah, and I always got that bad connotation of, oh, are you a convict? Are you a bad person? No,
Right.
it's just an acronym, you know.
Okay.
And so that's where I came up with Bad Men Entertainment.
Perfect. So also say where you're from.
I am from born and raised Rochester, New York. You know it.
Okay, and then what high school did you graduate from?
East High,
East
2005,
High.
baby.
Absolutely.
Yes.
East High is a very good high school. Some of my friends teach there from Fisher.
Wonderful.
I spent some time in Rochester. I went to St. John Fisher College, and it was in Rochester, so lots of love for the city. Maribel is
Dope.
also in the chat, and she is in Rochester. So what up, Rochester? Thank you for
Wepa.
watching.
Maribel, wepa.
just
What does
another-
that even mean? Can
Wepa.
I know what that means? Yes.
Yes, Stephanie. I'm like, I have a cultural expert here. We're talking about intersectionality.
Stephanie, como se dice wepa
Wepa.
en inglés?
Huepa is like Spanish lingo, like to hype people up. Like say,
Okay.
let's go or something like that. But we just say
Okay.
huepa.
Yeah, I say
Okay.
it's an exclamatory term.
Okay.
So yeah, I
Dope.
really appreciate you coming and representing Rochester. Dorcas,
Okay.
who is also been on the show and a member of our committee, has come, and she's from Rochester. So lots of love. So anyway, you are in the middle of answering your questions. I'm, per the usual, interrupting you. So we're gonna go to question number 3, which is, how did you get started? Why did you start your business? Or your artistry?
How?
Like, when did you?
Yeah,
Okay, let me rephrase that. For you and the purpose of this interview, and Stephanie, please, we're going to have to pause after this and do just
Okay.
like a rundown in Spanish for the people who are watching in Spanish. And I do that to Stephanie. We are like 10 minutes in, and then I'm like, Steph, tell them what I mean. So to just cap what that question is basically like, when did you become an artist or decide that you wanted to manage an entertainment group? When did you form your group? And before you answer that question, I'm going to give the floor to Stephanie so she can do the rundown in Spanish. Steph.
Okay, so tenemos. Virgen's here. Hi,
Hi,
Virgen.
prima. That's
Hi,
our-
prima.
She's in Puerto Rico.
Hello,
Bye,
prima.
bye.
Mi prima está en Puerto Rico.
We love her.
Tenemos a un invitado hoy que está dentro del género de la música. Él es de Rochester y ahora está a punto de decirnos qué fue lo que lo movió o cómo fue que él empezó su camino en la música. Go.
Right.
So, I come from a church family. My grandfather was the bishop of Rochester. I mean, I think he overseen like 18 churches. So music has always been a part of me. But doing music as a business, I would say it probably started in middle school. Me and a good friend of mine, Callie Preem, we had a group called the Desperados. And there was a guy.
No, you didn't. No, you're not
Yes,
here
we're called the
admitting that.
Desperados.
So, in a Latino show, some people might have left that out. But glad
Right.
you go ahead and tell me why, sir.
So there was a guy like selling CDs, and
Okay.
I'm like, this guy's not better than, well, selling tapes. I'm telling my age. He was selling
Inside your middle
cassette
school?
tapes
Inside
Yes,
your middle
ma'am.
school? Okay.
inside the middle school. And I was like, hey, we're better than him. So we started selling tapes. I didn't really take it that serious until the next year. The same friend, Callie Preem, we was at school one day and he was selling the CDs. He was like, yo, I made $200 this week. I'm like, doing what?
Oh.
Selling CDs for $5. So from there, man, it's just been a rocket.
Okay, so were you singing in church?
Yes.
Did you
singing
were you in
and
the
also playing
were
drums?
Oh, okay, there we go. You were playing drums.
Yeah.
So what
No, I was also singing.
while you were playing drums?
No, we had a drummer, but I had to sing every Sunday. Like I was a part of the junior choir.
I'm just trying to.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Basically, what I'm trying to say is like, I feel like inside churches, like there's this process where you develop as a musician because there's like a
It's a
support.
fact.
How do you say that in Spanish, Steph? Like cuando adentro en la iglesia tú aprendes música. That's my Rican way to say it.
Yeah, basically.
For all the
you
New
said it.
Yorkers.
So él empezó en la iglesia. Él cantaba en la iglesia todos los domingos con un grupo que se llamaba What was the group's name again?
Batman Entertainment.
No, that was not it. It was Desperados.
Los
Oh yeah,
Desperados.
Desperados. Okay, yeah, that's how we started out. Okay.
Okay, so Virgen.
Hi, Shannon.
Okay, I'm sorry. Mi esposo Joe said that he's here with our baby.
Hi, Joe and Joe baby.
Hey,
What's up, Joe?
My cousin's here, and so is Shannon.
You don't know. Stephanie rolls with the click. Nobody's here watching me. It's okay though. They can watch me later.
Right. It's on the internet. It's always going to be there.
Right. So
Yeah.
we're super excited. Again, part of what we're talking about, intersectionality, culture, and why, because like you are in music, but you're also in business. And a lot
Facts.
of people, very much like the conversation we had about legalizing marijuana, don't really understand that culture is also a business and you can make billions and billions of dollars. And, this is something really cool we want to tap into. So excited to get back on track with your questions. So
Okay.
the next question is like, what's special or unique about your entertainment group and or business? And before you answer that, let Stephanie translate in Spanish.
Before I translate, Claire's here.
Hi, Claire, what's up?
Hi.
Claire's, what up, homie?
That's a friend. She's amazing.
So ahora vamos a hablar de qué es especial sobre lo que él hace, qué es lo que cautiva, qué es lo que llama la atención sobre lo que él está haciendo.
So what makes me special? I've been doing this for over a decade, and I see a lot of copy and paste with the music. So I'm an artist that raps, I sing, I make all my own beats, I shoot and edit all my own videos. And I wanted to have a genre of music that represented that, where I didn't have to just rap. Because one of the first labels that I was working with, Brick Squad, if you ever heard of Gucci Mane, Waka Flocka Flame, they did offer me a contract, but in that contract, they only wanted me to do gangster rap. And that's not
Which is
only
what I
who
love.
I am. Yeah, that's not only who I am. So I needed to create a lane or a genre of music where I can be comfortable being myself. That is a person who grew up on the east side of Rochester and had inner city stories, but at the same time, like, I'm an R&B artist. I love love. I want to, talk about love. I want to be vulnerable. I don't want to be a thug 24/7. So that's why I created the
As Stephanie
genre
looks
of
at
riff
me
rock.
like other people. Okay, so Stephanie, go ahead. Stephanie
Thank you.
needs the floor.
Ok, so él lleva una década completa haciendo su trabajo y lo diferente de él es que él crea su propio beat, su propia música. Él no solamente canta R&B, él también canta música para el amor y cosas así, que es lo que lo hace a él especial, que no es siempre lo mismo. Eso es lo que él quiso decir.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Stephanie, you are so fantastic, and we could not do this without you. Do you have
I
any
love it.
questions that you would like to add as you have the floor, my beautiful, beautiful friend with amazing hair?
Ah, thank you.
Please. Stephanie's hair.
Boom, boom. Okay.
It's amazing.
She loves my hair, so
I do.
I always
It's
do that.
super long and just like everything.
Yeah, I have a question. If you would have not picked this, what you do now, what other thing would you have picked to do? Like another career?
If I wasn't in entertainment,
Yes.
There would be two things. Crazily speaking, I wish I'd learned about this talent earlier, but I'd be Steph Curry in the NBA, or I would be like a psychologist or a motivational speaker.
Okay,
because
that one I'm
that's
tapped
naturally who I am.
into. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm going to be Steph Curry. I'm like, okay.
You never see me play basketball. I'm amazing.
I'm not doubting you, sir. That was not
We
what
would
I
never doubt
expected.
you.
And
Yeah.
that's why we don't script this show, because I think that it's so amazing for us to like learn things about people as we're here. So, Stephanie,
So, yo le acabo de preguntar a él que si él no se hubiese dedicado a la música, ¿qué otra cosa lo hubiera hecho? Y él dijo que él hubiese jugado baloncesto, hubiese sido un baloncelista profesional, o sería un psicólogo, o un hablador motivacional,
como yo.
como tú.
JK. Which means like me. Okay,
Okay.
so I want you to re-answer that question, right? But through your lens as what would you call your role relative to business in context to your entertainment group? Like, what do you consider yourself? I
That's,
know you
you know-
were ready.
Yeah,
for this question.
Yeah, it's a really like multi-layered question, but
It's
what
not.
I am, it's a
It's one
supply
word.
and demand kind of thing.
It's a one word, sir.
I'm the owner of Batman Entertainment, so
Okay,
whatever
so you're the
Batman
owner.
Entertainment needs to do, I'ma do it.
Okay.
I'm not relying on anybody. Especially in this industry, you gotta be self-sufficient. Even if other people are helping you out, you have to be self-sufficient. Just like in any business, you can't rely on other people. You only take it. Only goes as far as you take it.
Okay, and that was a good answer.
The sky's the limit.
And yes, and high level, I feel like the answer was the owner. And you're going to learn something today. Ready? Stephanie,
have
say how
two
to say
questions.
owner in Spanish. And I didn't
Dueño.
even realize
Dueño.
Isn't that a good one? Dueño.
Bueno?
Dueño.
With a D. With a D.
Oh, okay, Dueño.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we have
Yes,
two
I am
questions.
learning today.
Mm-hmm.
We
Okay.
have two questions from our people.
I love
Shout
when
out.
people
What
in
up?
the chat.
Okay, so
like our guests.
my cousin has asked you, what motivated you to do music? That's the first question. And your second question is, do you have plans to go back to singing music, like go to church and sing music again?
Dang.
Christian
Well,
music
I will answer
Gospel?
those two
music?
separately. What was the first question again? What's my motivation or what motivated me?
Yeah.
Because that's two different questions. Okay.
No,
Well,
she asked what motivated you. ¿Qué te motivó?
What motivated me to get into this? Like I said, I'm a studying psychologist. I'm gonna be a doctor in a few years, and my emotions are tied into my music. I'm so much happier when I do music. I'm so much happier when I create. A lot of people, when you do something you love, you never work a day in your life. So I
Amen.
never work a day in my life. I wake up every day, I get to do music. I wake up every day, I get to help other people secure their dreams.
Okay,
I
so
like that
espérate,
answer.
espérate. Yes, Stephanie responds, I want to reflect, and then I have another thing, go ahead.
Ok, Virgen, so él lo que contestó fue porque la música, que lo motivó fue que la música es como su pasión, like, él mezcla la música con con lo que él siente, con sus sentimientos. So, para él una cosa va junta una cosa va con la otra y así es que él se expresa mejor con la música. Y él dice que como a él le apasiona y le gusta, que si tú haces lo que tú amas, tú jamás en la vida vas a tener que volver a trabajar.
Right. And so basically, I wanted to lift up two things. One, I'm wearing Pretty Little Thing right now, and I'm trying to keep it together. But
Girl,
the
you look
shoulder,
fantastic.
Pretty Little Thing is not giving me enough fabric on the shoulder, but I love it. Seriously, one of the things I want to reflect on is the environment in which you grew up, right? Growing up in the inner city, I think that for me at least, my art has helped me process what I saw, and like what was happening around me. So when you said I'm so much happier when I create, I feel like that's really saying like I feel so much happier when I process what I go through, because everybody has like their own creation. Stephanie's business actually has the word in it. Right? Wonderland Soothing Creations.
Yeah.
It's a fact. And I agree.
And it's organic soap, and
it's,
you should buy some. It's lovely. Go ahead, sorry.
Okay, dope. And do you want me to answer the second question? Like I said, I grew up in gospel, so yeah, I'm definitely going. I'm never gonna say like I'm going back. I never like left doing gospel music. And if you listen to, you know, what rip rock is an amalgamation of every genre of music put into one. So if you hear a lot of my R&B music, it is very gospel centric. A lot of call and response, you know. Call and response. If you hear gospel music, it's a lot of call and response.
You know, so you can translate.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta listen. You have to be conscious of that she needs to translate.
Para.
So, like,
I need to translate.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It's
Okay, so, Virgen, contestando tu pregunta, él dice que, en pocas palabras, él dice que él nunca dejó de cantar música para Dios, música cristiana o música de gospel, y que en el género de música que él ha creado, además de su pasión y eso, él casi siempre habla de Dios en la música, y que esa es la forma de expresarse, lo mejor que tengo hasta ahora.
Can you say that he wants to create his own genre? Because I'm interested
Y él
in
quiere
that.
crear su propio género de música
Right,
también.
género. That's like a big word too. That's a big word with a lot.
Is that genre?
Yeah.
Yes, and it means there's a lot that comes with that. So.
Bueno, género.
Right.
Género,
so
yeah.
we're doing
Género.
literacy here. Also, there's some people in Rochester who are going to be like, I haven't seen him at church. Are you going
Right.
to church?
And I actually know
that's
how
kind
you
of
feel.
a conversation
I'm
for
joking.
another day.
I'm literally joking. I'm literally
Because
joking.
you know I'm about to preach
But-
to you
oh, no,
about
please
people
don't.
in church.
Please don't. But,
No, but I kind of feel you on that subject that you never stopped singing gospel and stuff like that. Because in Puerto Rico, I grew up in a church too until I was like 17 or 18. And I was one of the, those dancers that like they wear.
Yeah.
I used to be one of those.
Spiritual dancing.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
so dope.
for many years, and whenever our those little praying groups would would have meetings and stuff, they would always have a song, and I would always like dance it out. So when you
that's
said that, I'm
wonderful.
here like, oh my God.
Yeah, we live two lives. We live a physical life and a spiritual life. So
Amen to
I
that.
always got to, take stake into my spiritual life.
my baby went up in front of church at the children's thing, and he was, oh, my dad said he's in a board meeting. It's okay, Poppy, you're a boss. You'll watch it later.
We love you, Talia's dad.
Yeah, what's up?
Shout out Talia's dad.
Right, from Rutgers Houses. Shout out Rutgers Houses. He got up in front of everybody and he sang My Son in church, and that was one of like the proudest moments I ever had, because I was like, for him to have the confidence to come forward in the house of God, and share with people, and like I'm blanking on what song he sang, but it's gonna come back to me. But I always like to talk about my baby. Stephanie's got another question for you.
I don't. It's actually
Ooh,
a comment.
she doesn't.
Okay, so my beautiful cousin, said that is really important that you never leave God behind. Like you're always walking
Facts.
by His side, and that you will get far in life.
That's a
And
fact. Appreciate it.
Shannon said, gospel always makes her cry.
Shannon, we love you.
I know. Right?
And also, okay, so I have a responsibility to recenter. So for everybody who's in Rochester, look for Panorama Hispano News. We are circulated in Rochester, right? We're in 4 columns in print. So you're going to hear about Amber Martinez, who we featured, but we also have a directory of Latina businesses. And this podcast is directly related to those Latinas who are from Latina history and Latinas in business. So look for my column, y'all. I'm a writer too. And it's in Rochester. Someone actually called me from Albany and was like, "You're in the paper." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." I submitted to be in the paper. But again, I went to Fisher, so I'm super proud of being part of the community in Rochester. Fisher Girls Serve. Back to you and your questions, and then we're going to hop into what our sessions are, because we've talked a lot about you and a business person. I want to ask this question. I have a question. Okay, so when we prepped for the show, I was like, okay, we want to talk about the intersectionality between your work and the other Latinas who have been around you or guided you or mentored you, or you have a relationship right now. So run it down for me. Who are all the Latinas that you know in your life? Who has helped you? And like, you know, kind of how does that, how did those relationships develop you as an artist? Does that make sense?
Well, yes, it does.
I know you made a
start
song
off
with the person that I'm about to write about.
Right. Songs with an S.
I only saw
first,
one, excuse me.
There's this very wonderful Latina named Talia. She helped me out by, you know, letting me come on her show.
Okay,
She's
you're
so
welcome.
wonderful.
You're
super
welcome.
dope.
You're welcome.
And I got my start, you know, start in the industry, I would say, in the entertainment industry with DJ Lazy K.
Okay.
Shout out, that's my sister.
That's cool.
She's a Latina DJ. She's the mixtape queen. She's been doing this for a long time, and you know, her story is so inspiring because she couldn't even speak English when she came to America. Like, she learned English listening to rap music, and she.
So how did she help you? Like, how did you meet her? And also,
well,
is she on Instagram? But just
yes, shout out DJ Lazy K.
Oh, I'm
at
gonna
DJ
follow
Lazy
her.
But please, you gotta have her on the show. She's a wonderful person. She's a beautiful soul.
Why you didn't bring her? I literally told you could bring anyone.
I know, but this about me, big homie. So, what?
Okay, other Latinas that you're related to.
No,
sir.
but let me tell you. No, let me tell you how I linked up with her. It's it's a crazy story. So,
all right, but you better be prepared with your Pokemon. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, I'm ready for this.
Okay, go ahead.
I am. I'm the one.
All right, go ahead.
So, boom. There was a contest on MySpace. Everybody remembers MySpace.
Yes.
And there was like 10 different DJs, like the biggest DJs in New York City, you know, and they're like, you know, it's going to be 20 songs. Everybody put their songs in, and whoever, you know, the best 20 songs, they're going to make it on there.
Okay.
So out of these 20 songs, and there was thousands of entries, thousands, I either wrote, I performed, I produced, or I was featured on 11 out of the 20 songs.
Did you create the contest, sir?
No, not at all.
Okay, because that would be obvious to me. I'd be like, and this was your contest.
No, but that's why it's such a crazy story.
Whose contest?
I don't know, man. It was like somebody really big. Mixtape hype. One of those mixtape places.
Two things.
Yes.
One, Steph has to translate, and then two.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, let's just do one.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ok, so él está hablando ahora mismo de las personas que le dieron, como quien dice, ese empuje. Y él le dio las gracias a Talia por tenerla aquí, por haberlo invitado. Y también le estaba hablando de una DJ. Y está hablando de cuando lo anunciaron, ella lo empujó a entrar a una competencia. Y él dice que o si no muchas, casi todas las canciones o se cantaron o se escribieron eran de él. Keep going.
Okay, hold on. Sir, is that sound our sound or is that someone else's sound? I just...
What happened?
I hear something.
There's a weird noise.
I don't know.
So
what does it sound like? I might have a fan on.
No, it's not you, honey.
It would have been from before. Okay, it's fixed.
There we go.
Thank you, our amazing co-producer, sir. Thank you.
Shout out.
Yes, to him. No, it's coming from him. Oh, it's coming from you? My producer says it's coming from you. It's
What
probably,
does it sound like?
It's probably just you moving the microphone. So just like.
Oh,
Probably
yeah.
just static.
Yeah, it's probably static.
Yeah, I got a whatchamacallit. I got it on the table, and the table's uneven, so you might hear me like shaking the table and stuff.
Okay,
yeah,
just
sorry
absolutely
about that.
still. I'm just joking with you. So Stephanie.
No te muevas.
Yeah. So go ahead, Steph.
No te muevas.
That's how you say don't move in Spanish.
Don't move. Oh, okay. So yeah, so we did the 20 songs, and then I just inboxed every DJ, and her manager got back to me, and it was like, "Yo, we want to work with you." And you know, she opened up her home to me.
So how
like,
old were you at this time?
19 maybe?
Cool.
18, 19, something like that.
Ok, so a los 19, eso pasó a los 19 años y ellos le mandaron alrededor de a 20 DJs, le mandaron información de él y ella, esa DJ de la que ellos están hablando, fue una de las que lo contactó a él y le dijo nosotros queremos trabajar contigo y ella le abrió las puertas de su casa a él. Keep going.
So boom, going to, yeah. So that was that, man, and everything after that was just history. I was selling CDs for them, you know, just traveling with them and just learning the game. But to take it to today's present, I am currently working with an artist, a wonderful artist by the name of Ariel.
Yay!
She is also Latina.
We're gonna write
Super
about her.
wonderful.
That's my friend.
Yes. We're
Thank
trying
you
to get
for
her on here soon
introducing-
too.
She's coming. She's coming.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm going to stop everything for a second.
Okay.
Okay.
Le quiero mandar, I'm going to say hi to somebody really special to me.
Who are we saying? Michael?
No.
Okay. Michael, you're not special, sir.
He is, but I talk to him every day.
I shouldn't guess that. I just set you up for that. I'm sorry,
Word,
Stephanie.
you put her on all type of blast.
okay.
It's Michael's
Michael
her
is my brother,
and he's
and-
starting a business.
Yeah,
and we
but
have,
no, it's not Michael.
we have a community of people.
Michael, anyway, Michael, I love you. My shout out's not for you, though. Okay, tenemos hoy, alguien nos está viendo que es bien importante para mí. Ella, she's actually one of my cousins, too.
Oh, yay.
Y ella se llama Raiza.
Oh,
And te quiero un montón, Raiza. Gracias por estar con nosotros hoy.
Yes. Where is she?
She's in Puerto Rico, I think.
Ask her.
Ponce.
Where are you?
Raiza, ¿dónde tú estás?
¿A dónde tú estás, nena? Okay. Thank you for watching. Okay. We're excited about Ariel. Say how old Ariel is.
Ariel is 23 years old.
Super excited. Such
She's
a
a
young
baby.
talent. Such a young
Yes.
talent. But if you go to her
Amazing.
Facebook, there are a lot of duality with who I'm writing about this month. So for those of you who are just tapping in right now or who don't know me, I'm a writer, I'm a columnist, I'm also a podcaster. And I'm Stephanie's best friend and I'm on the radio. And I'm a mom.
Shout out.
Right? So essentially what I'm saying is she is energy. Right? Like she
Right.
literally brings so much genuine emotion to the music. So I'm super excited to talk
Right.
to her and talk about her story. So really quickly, we're going to have to go into our sessions, right, Steph? Because I had a last question, but
We
it's
still
okay.
have 30 minutes.
We still have 30 minutes. Okay. Okay.
Okay. You want me to keep going on that question?
No, I'm going to ask you another question. It was just we're getting feedback on our side.
Hey,
Okay.
Dorcas.
Hi, Dorcas. Okay.
What's up, Doikas?
So
Am I saying that right? Sorry.
yeah. So you met DJ. How do you
Lazy
say
K.
DJ
Lazy K.
And is
Yes,
she from
ma'am.
Rochester?
No.
No, where is she from?
Man, don't get me the line. Probably like Puerto Rico
Okay.
or Mexico, something like that. It's a Latin country.
Okay, I'm
That's it.
coming back to what my question was.
I feel so bad. I'm sorry, Lazy. I love you.
Well, we're gonna all follow her on Instagram, and then we're gonna know. So I'm
Right.
super excited to like just be exposed to her platform. So coming back to what my question was,
Mhm.
The question was: it sounds like social media has been a huge platform that you've used. That's the way we
Facts.
connected, right? So talk
Facts.
to me a little bit about how you've strategically done that, and whether or not that's cost you any money or not.
No, I mean, the only thing it costs me is like paying for Wi-Fi. But we all have the same 24 hours in the day, and we have to work harder and not smarter. You know, my first time around when I was with Lazy K, I was just working hard, running with my head down. And then they taught me about using everything in a smart way. So using something like the social media, it's a great way to reach the entire world at one time with one button. You see what I'm saying? I want to put out a new song, boom, everybody in the world can see it.
The song I
translate.
like is Karen and Sharon. Oh, good pause. Good pause. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay.
she
You're
ready.
alert. Yeah.
I need a
appreciate that.
second. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, Shannon. So no, nobody's eating chips.
You have to listen. Do this for me. Hold it right here. Your microphone.
Whenever he moves,
My microphone?
yes.
Hold it.
Oh, yeah,
Whenever-
my shirt. Okay,
Yep.
my bad. Yeah,
Whenever
there
he
you go.
moves,
We're
it
gonna-
makes it
We
makes
hear so
interference.
much. Like we can't even. hear
Right.
ourselves.
Nah, I can imagine. I'm
Okay.
sorry, guys.
Don't do that.
Okay.
No te muevas.
Yes, no de mata.
No te muevas. Thank you. Freeze.
I'm just praying to Jesus. I'm like, God,
No, it has to be like the jack thing, like the jack connector.
Yeah, because it's like rubbing on my shirt when I'm moving. Yeah, that's probably what y'all heard. It's like, is that what it sounds like?
Freeze. Don't move.
Stephanie's kind of want to be a perfectionist. So we won't be able to get past
no.
this point until you're totally still. But
Right.
it's not your fault. So
Nah, I
I think there's
understand.
a way that we could probably solve the problem. Could you take
Is it good now?
no, sir. Could you take your headphones out of your phone and just talk to your phone or your device? I'm not assuming
Okay.
that you're on your phone.
Is that better?
Yes.
There we go.
110% better.
Mental hug. You got this.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'm a creative problem solver. I just want to acknowledge that. And
Right.
we're back. Okay, so you were telling us, and I was actually super interested about the Latinas that have like developed your career, right, or your genre, because I think that's awesome
Right.
that you want to be like, I'm creating my own genre, because that's a
Right.
short thing to say, género in Spanish. So, what is your relationship with Ariel? And then tell me a little bit about like your energy when you guys collaborated. What are those songs like? Where can people find them? You know, like those kind of stuff.
Nah, so me and Ariel, we started out just doing business and we became like really good friends, very brutally honest with each other. And I think that's what made our business relationship really good.
Okay.
And musically, there's a lot of head bumping. We bump heads a lot.
Okay, that was not what I was expecting.
Yeah, I come from the realm of hip hop. So a lot of my beats are hard. They head knockers. They like, whoa, that, you know what I'm saying? Or they twerk music. They're going to get your body shaking. Ariel is more about emotion. R&B
she's
artists are,
very
they're emotional.
expressive.
The sound want to be a certain way. They want the guitars to come in a certain way. But we got some really good songs out there, and some other stuff that we working on. But yeah, it's definitely some headbutting that goes on when it comes to the creating. But that's a good thing. I don't want a yes man. I want somebody who's going to be honest with me 24/7.
Well, those will be our cousins in Puerto Rico because they keep it G.
Yeah,
I
and
know
so do
exactly. I know exactly what you mean, and then we're gonna pause for translation because being from New York, if I don't hear that like drum, if I don't know it's like Jada Kiss, and I'm like, okay, paga atención, like we're going now, then it's not for me. Unless it's fabulous and like we're like, so I think that certain people, those sounds are kind of expressions of their emotions. So, very strong emotions. So, Steph's going to translate for us. Sorry.
I can't translate. I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Can you repeat all that?
Just mostly like, we started off as business partners, and we started off as business partners and we became friends, just being brutally honest with each other and having real life conversations about real life. And as far as like the music, we butt heads a lot, musically.
Okay,
Right.
voy. Okay, so él y la artista con la que nosotros vamos a estar representando en octubre, Ariel, él y ella empezaron solamente hablando de negocios y se hicieron muy buenos amigos. Y a él lo que le gusta de la relación que ellos tienen es que ellos son brutalmente honestos y ellos a veces tienen mucho problema comunicándose entre la música, qué es lo que le gusta a uno y qué es lo que le gusta al otro. Pero eso también le gusta a él, que son bien honestos y dicen lo que piensan. Y eso básicamente.
I love how your hair is curly and you're speaking Spanish and my hair's straight and I'm speaking English. So I'm like, we're here. So I am super excited to write about Ariel, but I do want to center that it's September and our feature this month, which I know you're going to read if you haven't yet. Our feature this month is Amber, and Amber is working on a brand called La Cultura, and they're doing very much like what you're doing. Actually, there would be good synergy. She's joining our future shows because what they're doing is supporting a specific community about expressive identity that they feel is really underrepresented. So I like people like you guys that I say are like community builders that make space. Stephanie, do you want to translate that? Or do you want me to try to say it in Spanish?
Yeah.
Que me gusta hablar a la gente que tiene como corillo. La gente que tiene... La gente que sabe gente y que son jefe de la gente. That is my very broken Spanish, but I like to talk about leaders and their community building because I think that piece is super cool. But we should go into our sessions after this.
Okay, a ella lo que le gusta es
Corillo.
el corillo.
Pepa. Which
A
means a
ella, le
whole bunch of
gusta,
things.
a ella le gusta tener gente a su alrededor que tiene gente, que tiene conexiones, y ella piensa que es muy importante tener ese tipo de personas en su vida para ayudar con el crecimiento.
Right, and it sounds like DJ Lady K was that person for you. So
Lazy.
I'm
Y
sorry.
suena como que
I
Lacey
have-
es la persona indicada para
Okay.
él en ese tipo de
Y también,
ambiente.
pero Ariel ella es boricua.
Y Ariel es boricua.
And so is Amber.
Y también Amber.
Right, and so am I.
Y ella también.
And you also.
Y yo también.
Yes.
Que vive en Puerto Rico primero. Okay,
Sí.
before we get back into it, just to recenter,
Yo soy boricua,
we
pa'
are-
que tú lo sepas.
75%.
Uh-oh, we about to get her a deal too. I hear you,
Hold
Steph.
on. 75% of the show is Puerto Rican. And we're super excited. Again, for anybody who's tapping in, my name is Talia. We're with Latinas in Business.
I'm
Also,
Stephanie.
my co-host, we're with Latina Herstory. I'm a writer, and you know what? Thanks to Richard, who is someone that has helped us, and we're actually in his studio, he blessed us with the connection, so we're actually now going to be on the radio. So this beautiful piece will be able to be heard on the radio on Friday on 91.3. I'm pointing at Stephanie like, tell me what the radio station is. But we're super excited, and tell your friends in Rochester, tap in. That's our radio station.
91.3 WBNY.
Thank you. You Googled it. Appreciate the
No.
support.
I know my
And
stuff,
if you
baby.
go online,
Appreciate it.
y para todas las personas
Friday
que...
at 10 a.m. Sorry.
Y para todas las personas que les gustaría escuchar, nosotros tenemos un radio show, un show en la radio, todos los viernes a las 10 de la mañana. Si estás en Puerto Rico, puedes ir a wny.com y puedes escucharnos desde el internet.
Wepa. And then also my slogan is tu favorite morning show.
Ah, tu radio,
Favorite morning show.
tu favorite morning show.
And it's at 10. So I'm telling people, like, I know, just tap in. It's going to be fun. All right, so for those of you that are going to listen to the radio, we have a session here on the podcast. You can't see us, but you can find us on Facebook, and we're going to talk about, like, your, like, fun, silly personality. So Stephanie's going to ask the first question. She's in charge of our sessions, and we're going to get into kind of the same standard questions that we ask all our guests, so you can tell us your favorite Pokemon. Steph, what's the first question?
Okay, before we do that, Vilhen said, Viva Puerto Rico,
Huepa.
Puerto Rico en la casa.
Wepa.
You know,
Huepa.
Huepa. Now you're Puerto Rican too.
Hey, no, I'm Dominican.
Some
You see
might-
my skin color? That's Dominican.
Some might disagree with that.
Okay,
but
so, what's your favorite Pokemon?
what's your favorite?
Who's your favorite Pokemon?
Wait,
Okay, right.
wait.
¿Cuál es tu Pokémon favorito?
I was gonna do that.
You could do the superhero.
Go ahead.
From somebody who doesn't really watch Pokemon, I will say Pikachu because he's the main character and I'm the
Easy
main
answer.
character in my life.
Easy answer.
My favorite Pokemon is Ninetales because Ninetales, he or she, Ninetales is a beautiful dog. Like, and it is very, I don't know, I would say very glamorous.
It's
It looks-
gorgeous.
yeah.
Everyone wants a Ninetales.
I
Like
really
your-
do. I feel like I need one in my life.
I refuse to have a pet because I'm not good with them. But
Me neither.
my favorite, I recently have 3 plants. So
Right.
shout out for that in terms of my commitment. My favorite Pokemon is Squirtle because AJ is always Charmander, and I feel like because I'm a Scorpio, I'm a water sign. Is that
Right.
I
yes?
think so, yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
the
that's right.
Squirtle like helps so many people because so many people in the Pokemon are on fire, and they're like, "Oh,
Right.
Squirtle's here! Like he's gonna save me." So I have like I like the backpack. I answer this question every week. Next, Stephanie's gonna say it in
okay,
Spanish.
okay. My primary Pokemon would be a Charmander. I love him.
But okay.
Yeah,
you can
even
have two if you want.
well, even though Ninetales is my favorite because she's so beautiful, Charmander would be my starter Pokemon always.
If you don't watch Pokemon, what's your like cartoon? Who's like your?
I mean, I know the characters of Pokemon, but if
when you were
have, like a
little.
watch party, we ain't popping on Pokemon, bro.
Well,
Just
what
don't let
is your-
Pokemon go and
wait,
start playing with us.
what-
I like
hold on.
Dragon Ball. No, I like
Yes!
the old Dragon Ball
This
Z.
is-
Okay,
Dragon
stop
Ball
everything. Yes.
Dragon Ball Super.
Yes.
I don't
You're just
care.
googling this. You don't know.
Yes.
Because she's
You're-
gonna test you.
What?
She
You
will
are
test
outside your
knowledge.
mind, young lady.
I love
Okay.
Vegeta. Okay,
This
stop
is
everything.
inside.
I love Vegeta.
Who?
That's my man. Vegeta is my man.
That's your man. This entire time
Nah,
you
I'ma
like
go
Dragon
Goku
Ball Z, and you didn't even
100%.
tell us.
Okay.
You said what?
The reason why I like Vegeta is because,
Mhm.
okay, even though Goku trains a lot and everything, and I
Right.
think he's amazing, don't get me wrong. I think I like Vegeta not only because he's a prince of the Saiyans, also
Fact.
because he has to work so hard for what
So
he
hard.
wants.
Mhm.
Like he has to really stress out to get what he wants, to get to that level. I think that's why
Right.
I like him because he never gives up.
Ever. Did you see the new movie?
No, I haven't, but I will.
Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it for
Don't.
you then. If you're a Vegeta fan, you're really
Don't.
gonna like this movie.
See, I knew it. Like when I connected you guys, I was like, oh, you guys are gonna get along. There's gonna be synergy.
I have a new friend.
For
He's my
every-
new friend.
For everybody,
Okay,
for
always.
everybody,
baby.
anybody that's friends with me is friends with
Wepa.
Stephanie.
Wepa!
We're literally a package, both here and on the radio.
Okay.
But what I was gonna say, for anyone that is a boy mom, Walmart has Dragon Ball Z stuff, and it's super cheap sometimes.
Yes.
And-
And
Christmas
it's
coming.
fire.
Yep, and
I've been a good girl. Christmas is coming. Dragon Ball Z, please.
Joe, I know you're listening.
No, he's gonna give me a PS5. So
Okay.
Even doper.
I just want to say for the record, and there are several of my family members from the West Side that can confirm this, I never watch cartoons. Like, I just watch documentaries. I just wanted to learn about, like, famous people and, like, animals. Like, and I would be sitting by myself, and the rest of everybody would be watching cartoons, and they'd walk by the room, and they'd be like, you're so weird.
Right.
Leave me by myself. But I know many things as a result of those PBS documentaries. Shout out to public television.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right? Okay, so next part of the session is ¿A dónde tú eres?
no,
Okay, no.
superhéroe.
Oh, your superhero, which is
Say it in Spanish.
super.
¿Cuál es tu superhéroe?
Right.
Super
Well,
Saturday?
Yeah,
¿Cuál es tu
superhéroe.
superhéroe? I'm struggling with the H, the héroe.
I might have to Google that one.
She's telling you it's superhéroe.
Oh,
¿Quién es
super
tu-
hetero.
Yeah, who's your superhero? Wait,
Who's
or-
my
who's
your
like real
superhero?
life or my favorite superhero altogether?
You
Like,
can do both. 'Cause
cartoon.
you can do
Yeah.
both.
Okay, so I'll say real life because that one means a little more to me. But first, I create my own superhero. I got 3 of my own universes that I'm creating.
Okay.
And my favorite superhero is like, I guess this would be the superhero kind of made after me. His name's the Bad Man, and his superpower is molecular manipulation.
Okay.
So basically, like if I want a burger, I could just make a burger.
Ooh.
If I want $1 million, I can just, manipulate the molecules and have $1 million. So
Okay.
yeah, that's my
That
favorite.
is-
Like
That's an interesting
superhero.
response. I may suggest you mention your grandfather as someone who is like a leader in the community. So I anticipated.
No, but
That would be a
that's
lie.
your doña
I
thing.
anticipated
Yeah, I was about to
that
say
being
that's your answer, not mine.
Okay, sorry. That's what I anticipated.
But my personal like real life
Yeah, who's
superheroes
like
is my
your-
daughters, because that's
Such
like,
a
I don't
good
have a-
answer.
yeah, I don't
No,
have a
leave
good
that one for the
relationship
next
with, like,
question.
adults in my family. Oh, my bad. That's the same answer though. You know what I'm saying? Those are my superheroes and my inspiration.
That's awesome.
Because
Yeah.
you know, when you wake, I'm a helicopter dad, and I can't breathe without my babies. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Their education is very important to me. You know what I'm saying? My daughter was 5 years old. She could speak 3 languages: Spanish, Japanese, and English. She could say the ABCs. She could, you know what I'm saying, do a bunch of stuff. You know, and seeing their growth and how much they want to be like their dad. You know, it makes me want to go harder every day. Those are my superheroes, you know, because they see my vulnerabilities, but they still love me unconditionally.
That's awesome. And that's a super good answer because our prior show was actually a dad and daughter combination.
Yeah, I saw that. That's dope.
Yeah. So I love that our kids are a source of inspiration for us. We all have businesses, and there is all like a lot of people watching us right now, and some of them I hope don't know me and want to follow me in different places. So I'm going to tell them how to do that. And I think
Who's your favorite superhero? Dale? Who's your superhero today?
who's my super? Does it change?
You change it all the time.
Do I really? Because
Yeah.
I felt like it's always Batman because he dresses well. Like he's always in a suit, and then he has fantastic.
Really
Yeah, that's true though.
He has fantastic cars. He's very metropolitan, very like forward in the technology, and like he never wants or needs a friend. Batman's never sitting there like, oh, I really need community right now. He is Batman. He also has
I'm Iron Man.
Yes.
I'm Iron Man. Mine is Iron Man or
Yes.
Tony Stark, both.
So we
Because
see y'all like ballers over there. Okay.
because
Educated. That's what I meant. That was my first.
yeah.
reason.
Besides that, he's a bit. I think I like Iron Man or Tony Stark because he's very proud.
They both have businesses though, right?
And even though for Iron Man, for Tony Stark, his dad was the one who started everything, but he continued building it and making it his own thing.
Facts.
And basically, after he took over, he built it to his image, to his thing. So that's why I would say for me is Iron Man, because he's proud of all the hard work and he's completely in love with himself. So I love Iron Man because I love myself and I love
That's a
working hard.
fact.
And I'm working really hard on my business so it could become big.
Right.
So I can.
I just inspired an answer for me.
Okay. See.
It's
So-
Why?
Goku.
You have.
And why I would say Goku, because Saiyans, they're never
Saiyans? Is that what-
satisfied.
They are Saiyans.
never
It's a
satisfied. They just
superhuman.
keep
It's kind of
fighting.
superhuman race.
Yeah, it's a whole superhuman race. And they're monkeys. So, and I love monkeys.
Yes.
I love monkeys. I love monkeys. Yes.
Because
and,
they're
you know,
never
Goku's
satisfied.
He want to keep fighting. He's like, oh, you're stronger than
Keep
me?
growing.
You beat me? You killed me? Okay, I'm about to go into the afterlife, and I'm going to keep fighting in the afterlife. How crazy
Amen
is
to
I
that?
appreciate that. I appreciate that. I like persistence. Thank
Okay,
you for
for
being
how?
creative.
Okay, next time I'm gonna be Vegeta.
Well, he won't.
Right.
You'll be watching us hopefully then, and you can hear.
Oh, for sure. I watch you guys all the time.
Thank you for supporting us, really. And I think that part of why we wanted to bring you here was because you build community, you have people around you that you support. You're also an artist, and we really want to open up people to realize that business means so many things in 2022.
For
Like-
Dolcas is Superman, and for Vilhen is Wonder Woman.
Yes, I love when
Our people comment. I love it.
because they're part of the show. They know,
Yeah.
like, we'll respond to them. They're also hilarious.
Right.
So last question. That's
My favorite question.
Stephanie's favorite question.
This is
Okay.
yeah, I think this is a little bit more personal, like in the personal level. I mean, everything is personal, but this one is like, it kind of hits home every time. Like, you're going to say, where are you from? Like, the barrio and everything.
Okay, which means your neighborhood. Like, I don't
Your
wanna,
neighborhood?
like the part.
East side. Okay.
The part of the city that you're from. You were prepared for that. Okay.
And you're going to say, what's your favorite food from there? And even though you said it, I want you to say it again. I would like for you to say it again, please. Who inspires you? Who makes you who you are? So,
Okay,
sería
so-
pueblo, barrio, ¿cuál es tu comida favorita y quién te inspira?
And then
Go.
pause because I really want her to be able to translate because this is an important
Yeah.
part of our session.
Okay, well, I'm from Rochester, New York. I grew up on the east side of Rochester as a child.
Yay!
As a child, I was grew up on Conkey Avenue.
Okay.
Anybody from Rochester know that's like one of the most famous six streets in Rochester.
Shout out to them.
Okay, now
yeah,
listen.
shout out Tiki.
Él nació y se crió en Rochester, en una avenida, cuando era pequeño, él creció en una, what's the name of the avenue?
Conky.
Se llama la Avenida Conky. And keep going, please.
Yeah.
And as an adult, as you can see, everything with me is about creating something out of nothing. So me and my friends, we created kind of our own. It was still on the east side, but our own block, I guess you say. Shout out to my man Cali. I ain't gonna go too much into his business, but like he's a legend around here. And I came in and I did my ones and twos also around here.
Well, I hope they watch us and shout out to that part of the neighborhood and your lived experience there.
And what's your favorite food?
My favorite food, I can't really say like a food from Rochester. We're not known for anything but like the garbage plate. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and that's
but what is that food?
But I can't say that. I've never ate a garbage plate.
So you don't have it doesn't have to be from Rochester? Let's check it out a little bit.
I like baked mac and cheese.
Okay, pues a él le gusta mac and cheese and al horno.
I love it. I could eat baked mac and cheese and pizza every day. It's not really good for you, but I would devour it every day.
Hey, everybody has something, okay?
Right. And my inspirations, again, are my daughters. What's really crazy about with their birthdays, my oldest, which is 8 years old, her birthday is December 18th, so that's my birthday. That's my Christmas gift.
Oh, that's cool.
And and my baby, who's 2 years old, her birthday is June 8th, and my birthday is June 13th, so she's my birthday gift.
Oh, that's
okay.
wonderful.
So su hija mayor, que tiene 8, right? You said 8 years old. Que tiene 8 años, fue su regalo de Navidad. Y su hija menor fue su regalo de cumpleaños.
Yes. Cumpleaños mean birthday. So, those are definitely my inspirations because they see you. They see you every day. They know what you're going through, even if you're trying to hide it. And no matter what, like all my kids are goofy. And, I might be having a bad day and they don't know, but just come, man, make me smile. My baby will just come and just jump on Dad's lap and just start singing a song. Come on, Dad, let's
do
watch.
They know that you're an artist? Like, does your 8-year-old know that you're an
artist?
Yes,
my 8-year-old, she wants to be a YouTuber.
We have to bring her to the show when she's ready. She can come to the show. We always do. Dorca's daughter's coming. She's a mini CEO. I just have Stephanie. How many minutes do we have? Because I can't.
We
literally
still have
read
like
the
9
clock.
minutes.
Okay.
You.
Where am I from?
Where are you from? Favorite
Where
food?
Are you from?
And person who inspires you.
Okay, I'm from the West Side, specifically from the Lower West Side, but now I live in Black Rock, and I'm a Buffalo girl, period. There's a lot that comes with that. In Puerto Rico, I'm from Rincon, though. So, Huepa, shout out to Rincon. And my favorite food in Rincon is the pizza place, and shout out to the owner because he's on Instagram and he watches our show sometimes. And then, he's a super cool guy. And then also in the West Side, what's my favorite food? Like right now, to keep it like 110 would probably be Thai from 9 at Night, which is down the street from my job at the West Side Bazaar, which is like 45 different restaurants inside one.
That's dope.
Fun fact about my zip code, I'm in 14213. It's one of the most linguistically diverse zip codes in New York State. So we get down on the food. It's coming from all over.
That's dope.
Okay, so to close the show, and this is a question that I probably should have asked earlier, I'm going to say, like, because you have seen so much in the entertainment world and you have been in different places with different communities, you have these very strong kind of projects that are all projects within themselves, right? Why did you want to come to our show? Like, what did you see about our show or about our community that you, like, responded to? Or you were like, oh, they're authentic or whatever? Like, what made you want to come?
Well, like you said, the intersectionality, like being able to cross-promote, and also I have Latina artists, so I'm always trying to expand my brand into different markets and see different niches, fill out different crowds, fill out different demographics, and see what they're like. That's the main thing. But I love you guys' show. You guys always look like you're having fun.
We are.
I'm a guy
We are,
have fun. Always, you guys are always smiling, always laughing. It's not too serious, and I like stuff like that. Like I like to have fun, and I like people who like to have fun.
Well, we appreciate you coming. I always say I want to feel like we're talking with my friends because our audience is Latinas.
And before I forget, because I don't want my cousin to eat me or Joe. Yo soy de Ponce. Yo soy de Ponce, Puerto Rico.
Hueva.
Yo soy del barrio La Carmelita. It's way up in the mountains in Ponce, and there's no phone signal, like, at all.
Wow.
Should
And
be like that.
yeah, it's amazing.
Better rock out with the people. You want to talk to them.
And the people who my inspiration are my grandparents. My grandmother was a seamstress for the barrio. She would make people's uniforms. And my grandfather was a janitor in a hospital for many, many years.
That's awesome.
Dope.
Stephanie, thank you for sharing that. And I didn't share who inspired me. So when I started Latina Herstory, which is the big sister brand to this Latinas in New York directory, it was from my grandma, who's from Puerto Rico. She is from Añaco, Barrio Oveja. And she inspired me. She marched with Martin Luther King. My dad
Dope.
was at the I Have a Dream speech. There was actually a Puerto Rican who organized school buses from Harlem, and he spoke to the crowd, and there's actually no record of what he said because he spoke in Spanish. And that was one of the things that made me, like, want to be in the media space, because I was like, we need our voice. And thank you for being an ally, right? And for deliberately
Always.
coming into our space and being supportive and, you know, talking about how your career has intersected with other Latino artists. So, like, we always do, like, housekeeping at the end. It's important for the people who are watching us and who are going to be listening on the radio. Shout out to the people listening on the radio show, too.
Shout
We
out.
love
You
you.
know
Also, I want to give a shout out to a really good friend.
Yes.
His name is Josue.
Okay,
He's
Josue.
watching us in Facebook.
Okay.
And when you said the thing about Wonderland
Yeah.
to buy them because they smell good, he said you should. It smells great.
She has 150 really strong flavors, and they're like, it's like aromatherapy.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, okay.
recentering, right? We are all here on our podcast, but we are all business people. So we are going to tell those who are listening to us on the radio and those of us who are lucky enough to see us live on podcast how they can find us if they don't already follow us, okay? So, Steph, you go first. Say the name of your business, where they can find you, and anything special about what's going on in your business this month.
Okay, so you guys can find me in wonderlandsoothingcreations.com.
Yay.
And there will be small links for Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and everywhere else. And for this month, we are pushing, and we are also starting with our teacup scoops. They're whatever scoop you get is like bath bombs, soaps, and other stuff. And also, we are presenting for children our squishables. They're gonna be bath bombs with little squishy animals inside.
Oh, that's dope.
We're so excited. Stephanie, all Stephanie's stuff is organic. It's just beautiful. I use it on my own kid.
And also, if you're looking for me and you can't find me, you can just tell Talia and she'll tell me.
Yeah. So let me answer just in response to that. If you're looking for me and you can't find me, please reach out to Stephanie. She will get a hold of me. You can find me right now on Facebook. I want you to look for me in print, right? I want you to read my column, and that's called Latina Herstory. You can find me on YouTube, right? So sometime soon, I will get you all the links of how you can find me. But at Latina Herstory, about our writing, and if you want to tap in and buy and support all of the Latina businesswomen that are the catalyst for this podcast and the audience for this podcast, please visit our Facebook group, Latinas in Business New York, and or our website, libny.us. And we're Latina, and we are in business.
Hey, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. So
Hello, Jennifer.
we're really excited to have had you on the show. We're really excited for you to be a supporter. And
Yes.
again, everybody who is tapping into the fact that I'm a columnist, we're writing about Amber Martinez and La Cultura this month. And next month, we'll be writing about Ariel, who is one of your artists and in your
There
universe.
she is.
I'm so grateful for the introduction and for you spending a little time with us.
Man, I
today.
appreciate you guys, man. More than you know.
All right, well, we're going to close the show.
Before we
Okay,
do
we're
that,
not going to close.
queremos darle las gracias a todos los por venir.
Yes, oh,
Queremos
sorry.
darte las gracias a ti por estar con nosotros hoy. That means the world. Eso significa el mundo para nosotras. Gracias por sacar de tu tiempo para nosotras. Y que queremos que todos pasen una muy buena semana.
Yeah, and shout out to my dad who's in a board meeting right now, but I know you're going to watch later. Papi, I love you. Oh, I have to click
And how you find me out, right?
Yeah,
You can
oh
find
my
me
gosh,
on
wait.
Instagram
Say it.
at LLLTHE, the number one, LLL, that's LLL, at LLL the one LLL. You can find me on Facebook, JayB Omega. And Ariel just put out a new song called Waiting. Make sure y'all go find that on YouTube. It's Ariel Delgado, Ahriel, last name Delgado, Delgado. And I have my next event is going to be right here in Rochester, well, Webster, at the Harmony House, October 2nd. It's the Omega Barbecue. I'm going to be cracking jokes. I'm going to be singing. I'm going to be rapping and acting all around fool.
A multi-talented person you are.
You know it?
Yeah, no, seriously, thank you for highlighting Ariel. We're super excited to write about her and to have supported her. So what we'll do is we'll just link everybody. I'm going to flip the switch, and our screen is going to be gone, but I think my producers are talking right now. Steph?
Done.
Bye, everyone.
You know it?